Welcome back to the Goal for 10 show. As you can see on the screen right there, we're going to be talking about the preview. It is the Rabbitohs. They are taking on the Panthers. We'll get onto the Panthers team list a little shortly after we go through this, but obviously the Rabbitohs team list is up there. I'll get your thoughts on it soon, Baxter, but obviously the big in is Latrell Mitchell has been named despite obviously leaving the training field early on Monday. Campbell Graham obviously returns from his fractured cheekbone. Jackson Polo goes on the win, and Isaac Thompson drops to the reserves. And Lachlan Ilias is back in that number 7 jersey. Fafita's back in the lineup, and Thomas Burgess obviously remains sidelines. I guess obviously a lot going on there. There's a lot going on there. What do you think of this South Sydney side, and do you think Latrell goes ahead and plays this game?
Yeah, I think it's still right. They will run out with a 1-18 as named on the screen at the moment. So it's big in for Latrell. I don't think he'll be doing a lot of kicking. I think that comes down to Elias and Walker. Good to see Campbell Graham back into the side, and it'll be a good one.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, before we do jump into that, obviously that Panthers lineup that will be missing a lot of superstars. Do you think this is a game they could have potentially rested Latrell Mitchell if he's not 100%? I know you just obviously spoke about he might not do as much kicking, but do you think this is a game where they could have said, Latrell, listen, sit this one out, or we'll start you on the bench and we'll use you if you need you. We'll see how the game's going. Or do you think it could be a go out there, get up 20-0, and then we'll bring you off and rest you?
Yeah, look, it's a flip of a coin, really, because you look on the ladder and they're sitting 5th, and they're virtually 4 points away from dropping out of it. So 3 games left. They need a win this one and maybe another one just to secure that sort of top 8 position. Now they do have a sort of a easy-ish run home. Obviously, they've got the Panthers this week and then the Cowboys next week. So look, they need to win this one. So maybe, as you said, Latrell goes out, they get up by 20 and go, mate, there's only 10 minutes to go. Come off and have a rest.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously said, like, if results go their way this week, let's say the Raiders drop points, this could be the game that does secure them that top 8 finish. So obviously a lot up for grabs, but we will obviously pop the Penrith side up on the screen. There it is. Obviously, as you can see, there's still no Luai. There is still no Nathan Cleary, obviously. Dylan Edwards comes back in after being a late scratch-in last week. Charlie Staines. Now, he is named at 17. Before I jump into the rest of the squad, mate, I don't want to speak too bad about this bloke, but watching him the last couple of weeks, watching him with the chances he's got, he just doesn't seem to cut it in a side. Now, I don't know if it's because Penrith's so good, but what are your thoughts on Charlie Staines? Do you think he needs to go somewhere else to try and prove himself, or does he stick here and be second, third, fourth fiddle?
Yeah, look, Charlie Staines, for me, I think he's underrated in this Penrith squad. I think he can do it, but if I'm Charlie, wait either at the end of this season or next season, because I think Brian To'o comes off contract, and the money that he will be demanding will be too much for the salary cap at the Panthers. So they might need to let To'o go, and then Charlie Staines could go onto the wing to replace him. So that's one way you can look at it, or you bite the bullet and move and try and prove yourself elsewhere.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, it will be an interesting one to watch unfold. Obviously, the other notable, I guess, Finn's missing from this team list is Taylor May. He will not play again. He's still 1 week away, but a massive inclusion for the Panthers is obviously Liam Martin being cleared to play despite, I think it was him injuring his ankle against whoever they played last week. It's kind of scraping my mind at the moment, but what are your thoughts on that? Do you think Liam Martin gets through? Do you think he drops out of the team list? And how big of an in is that?
It's a big in. They went down to the Melbourne Storm there, 16-0. So I believe he'll power through it. Obviously, that pack side is pretty good. Obviously, to see Dylan Edwards back as well is a good sign for the Penrith Panthers, and hopefully they have enough firepower to roll over these South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Well, I mean, hey, from a Roosters perspective, I guess I'm cheering that on. I do hope that Souths do drop points and we can jump them there. But before we obviously wrap up this preview and jump into the Friday night game. Baxter, how do you see this one going? Who's taking the win? And is it 1-12 or 13 plus?
I'm going to go South 1-12.
You've gone South 1-12. I am going to go South 13 plus. Not that's based on the thing that Latrell plays. If Latrell doesn't play, that kind of blows that market wide open. I just think South, they've been on an absolute tear lately. Latrell is Latrell. He's not like your Tedesco's. He's not like your Trebojevich's. The bloke just absolutely wants to have a dig. He wants to absolutely crack on with people. And, mate, if he's playing this game, watch out, Penrith. But Baxter, obviously, that is the preview for this game. We will post this up a couple hours before, so there might be a few team list changes. But before we jump into your boys taking on the Warriors, is there any last remarks that you'd like to leave?
No, really, just hopefully Penrith lose this one and all the games for the rest of the season, so we can still top notch.
All right, well, there you go, guys. Obviously, we both sided with South Sydney. Baxter's a bit delusional, thinking that they're going to win out, but that is all right. But we will be back very soon to obviously talk about his side, the Cowboys, taking on the Warriors at 6 p.m. Friday. Talk to you soon.
See you then.